welcome to episode 3 of our Dragon Age Inquisition playthrough. So, I have no idea what we're going to do today. Probably do some side quests and bop around the hinterlands like crazy people. And most likely do Valroyo as well. So let's just continue on where we left off. Alright, so we're back. And I think some stuff should be finished. Since this is real time, it still like goes after you turn the game off and stuff. Which I think is kind of cool. So it looks like our watchtowers are done. No woman's concern has been addressed. This guy's kind of an idiot. And I'm not touching that with a 10-foot stick. And we've done a bit of Eric stuff. So Amulets of Power pretty much just give you another ability point. Okay. Never do this one with Cullen. No, don't do it. Do it with either Liliana or Josephine. So, I know that this one is less time, but your clan can die, so don't touch it. So, I think, let's see. Both of these are good, they'll lead to the same outcome. Let's do Josephine this time. And for the Tan of High, so if you played as Trevelyan in the original, this is your brother. Say hi! And I'm gonna quickly get 3 new mounts. Bach Unicorn. And it doesn't have a marker, like, you see how that has like a little star on top? It doesn't have it, but... So the Daedalus just sent us an elk. And then the Flames of the Inquisition Charger, which is a very clinky... It's pretty, like, I love it. But it likes to make sound while I do it, so I'm not going to use them much. Alright, so we got some approval. I like how it tells us that they're ready to report in on immediate. There's Cullen. We already talked to him. Yep, so we have some Liliana to do. She's a little bit annoyed.
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches
The sarcasm!
He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
I'm not gonna be mean to her, because she's grieving. So I'm gonna say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the divine. She led the faithful. She was the heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he?
Welcome to Liliana's Crisis of Faith.
Just as sensei you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the divine, helping people. Now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker means nothing.
Maybe you have
I'm gonna
another
ask
purpose.
to help her.
I could help you find it.
No, this is my moment. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come, to work then. We will speak later.
So if you wait here, for just a minute, you'll see that little scout running this way. So this is the first step in the process of softening Liliana. So I'm aiming to soften her because she is much better when she's softened and not as murder crazy. So we're gonna talk to her a second time.
There were so many questions surrounding Farah's death. Did he think we wouldn't
It looks so casual.
He killed Farah, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
So we're gonna stop her from killing the traitor agent. You can remain silent. She kills him. You can tell her to kill him. She kills him, and you can stop her. So either of these options will lead to it being almost impossible. I think it is impossible to soften her. So we are going to ask her if she has to.
Wait. What are you doing?
He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
You'd kill him. Just like that.
You find fault with
We're
my
arguing.
We can't solve our problems with murder.
And what would you suggest? Leave him be. Butler's betrayal put our agents in danger. I condemned one man to save dozens. I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
She's so different from the first game. It's kind of jarring. I've gotten used to this one just because I've played this game so often. But if you skip over 2, which I do not suggest you do, or if you just play through 2 and you just remember that Liliana has been very sweet, even if you harden her, yeah, she's a little bit of murder happy.
Now is precisely the time for ideals.
She's a little annoyed with us. It's okay.
Very well. I will think of another way to deal with this man. I pray on Butler. Let's see that he lives.
And this guy's just kind of standing there awkwardly.
Now if you're happy, I have more work to do.
Yeah, she's annoyed with us, but it's okay. So, we can ask her some questions. She glitched on the box. So we can ask her some questions. If you ask her to tell you a story in the first game, she, tells you one. But if you ask her now, she tells you to go to the library. So she's a bit upset. So I think, do I have hunger I do. So we're gonna do a few side quests, and kind of bop around the hinterlands for a while. And then at the end of the episode, we're gonna go and do Val Royeaux, pick up our next 2 companions, and we'll end it there. So first I'm gonna change to one of my favorite mounts. An Avar steed. I just like how this looks. I like how the paint looks. So we're gonna stick with horses for this playthrough. Honestly, that could change later, but I think I'll show you the unicorns. So you're gonna go, if you want to look at your exotic, so I have all the DLC and extra content. So, I get the giant nug. And the Oathbound steed. So the Oathbound steed is pretty much a bog unicorn, but, re-skinned. So, say hello to Skelly Horse. Actually, that does look kind of cool. Yes, that is a sword sticking through its face. So we're gonna stick with that one because I think it looks cool. And you already see me going back on my original decision. So, alright, we can talk to Cassandra now.
Is it that obvious?
I'm afraid so.
So I always try to be friends if I'm not romancing her.
What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a maverick, a fool, and they may be right.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I?
No, you didn't.
My train was always set.
just chucked her sword.
I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
I'm telling her she had cause, because she kind of did. You see this crazy looking man. Is that a burn on myself for making him? Damn it, I just read myself. You know, man walks out of the Fade, glowing mark in his hand, out of pretty much a destroyed building. You have a little bit some suspicions. So,
Wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
so there are a couple choices. You can do some special stuff. You can say yes, you can say no, you can say I don't know. There's a really interesting phrasing during the yes portion that I really appreciate, so that's usually the one I pick. Just because, unless you're human, well, even if you're human, but like, as a human, you have a lot more options to kind of quote Chantry script. As an elf, dwarf, or kunari, you don't get that option, but this one is a real. So you'll see the instead of just a yes, I do, it's an interesting little bit. So.
I believe he exists.
You do. I'm surprised, but I suppose it's comforting. Surely the Maker put us both on this path for a reason. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
So, you notice that the wording was that we believe he existed, not that we worshipped him. Because we don't. We worship our own gods. So we're gonna talk to her one more time, and this allows us to get a little more information and give her a bit more information.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
So you can tell her, you can be a little like snarky, or you can make something up. I always usually tell her because it's really interesting to actually hear where they live.
My clan never stayed in one place for long, so we primarily roamed the three marches.
Oh, I didn't think your people roamed that far north. Clearly I'm mistaken. I'm told some members of your clan might still be alive. Do you intend to go back?
So you can say that you hated it, you might go back sometime, tell her to basically piss off. Say that you'll go now. I usually say home is wherever I am because we're already roaming creatures. Kinda fair.
Wherever I am is home for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the divine.
So we can ask her about herself, and there's a really funny line for this. At least I think it's funny.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
No motivation beyond making things between us less
Antagonistic.
exactly.
Here's the line.
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line to the Navaran throne. I
Jesus.
joined the Seekers of Truth
78?
and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Council. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lord.
I love how she calls us my lord and we're not royalty whatsoever.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentecosts are a very large clan. Half of Cumber, you could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need sharps to prove we're related at all. And they have me. Oh yes. The Pentecosts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from them.
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentecosts are famous for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
So we can ask her what happened to her brother now. Which leads to a conversation much later on where we actually find out.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
So I'm gonna ask her about Navarra because I have really only deeply looked into Ferelden and Orlais. I haven't really looked into the Winter, Parvolin, Navarra, or most of the Free Marches. So we are gonna ask her about that. Or Antiva. I was almost forgetting.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Navarra, the real Navarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the Second Atlantic.
Misfortune? I think that's just bad choices.
He executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a mortalitasi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
So, Mortalitasi is one of the specializations you can do if you are a mage. I don't like it. It's just necromancer.
Your uncle was mortalitasi.
Definitely. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special coffins. The mortalitasi supervise the crypts.
She fidgets.
Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Nevarans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
So, she pretty much just gave us some information that she does not like Mortalitasi. She actually disapproves later on if you choose that as your specialty. Which is fair.
So you were the right hand to the divine.
To divine Justinian, yes. And divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank Jamaica. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drums up. The short version is that I once saved the previous divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
But what does a right hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not.
They're best friends.
I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the city. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really change things.
Justinian knew the war was coming long before I did. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the
If you look in the background,
a means to preserve
the horse has been
morality.
freaking out.
I only wish she had lived to see it.
So what's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, you really want to know. What, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself in it now.
You sure you're just being modest?
I was there. I think I know what happened.
She's so
To
sassy.
hear others tell it, I alone saved divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart.
Ouch.
And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral, but I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
So you can flirt with her here. I don't because I have a different romance in mind. So,
What happened to the mages that helped you?
They went back to their circles, with rewards and privileges and most holy scribes. Many of them died in the conflict.
Screw the circles. Do 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 do.
I think you're a hero, no matter how you dealt with it.
Fine. But it was 20 years ago. I will not rest upon my laurels.
She's so sassy. I love how sassy she is. So during that conversation, there was some stuff. Wow, that conversation took a while. So I spent quite a bit of time talking with my companions just to get some really, really funny dialogue out of them and to build my relationships, which means that no one abandons me. Because they can do that. If your approval rating falls too low, they will leave. The chantry spouting magic nonsense. So as you go through Haven, you hear a lot of chantry rhetoric. So Fergus is just kind of like, "Hey Liliana, thanks for chatting with me." Gives us a long sword. And then I'm going to actually read this. Dalen. So that means little one. Andaran Atishan. It does my heart well to hear that you are safe. Our clan was visited by members of the Inquisition who spoke persuasively with the good work you are doing, as well as the fairness with which our kind have been treated by the Inquisition itself. You know that Clan Llewellyn has little in way of by way of gold, but I gave the messengers some of our healing herbs, as Selasi blessed us with abundance in our recent foraging. We would be a distraction if we came to the Inquisition itself, our hunters arguing with the humans, as they so easily do. Nevertheless, if you need aid, send word and we are with you. Darath Sharal, Keeper Llewellyn. I'm not going to try and pronounce the first name, because I will mess it up. So she gave us Blood Lotus, and 10 of those. Or he. I'm not sure. So, I'm going to quickly get the Black Emporium, because it's useful and it has good things. You can also change your appearance there, however, for the sake of consistency, I won't. And Cullen doesn't like it, so he doesn't like going to the Black Emporium. Alright, so we are now, finally, going to go to the hinterlands. So I'm just gonna... Oh, I forgot to drop some stuff off. Okay. And talk with this guy.
The Inquisition cannot remain in it. If you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's order.
We can, but...
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to a brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic.
She's milking it.
Master Lavelan, this is the Marquis Duret, one of Divine Justinia's greatest secrets.
And the rightful owner of Haven. How do you lend to
He's so Orlesian.
This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement. This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry. My wife, Lady Machin of Denver, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of the realm. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She is... She was...
Nice catch.
woman of supreme land, or will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds. Demons are pouring from the sky, and you're worried about land claims. Haven is Durelion's rightful property.
Has Empress Helen officially acknowledged the possession of Haven?
Oh. Josie being a diplomat.
The Empress has not yet had the opportunity.
Because you're in the middle of a civil war. Orlais is useless sometimes.
Divine Justinia would not want her cousins to rise. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances for the benefit of all, no matter how strange they may seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Martina. The Inquisition might stay.
Gee, thanks.
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on us?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite our Ferelden relations, the Duralions are Orlesian. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf.
Expect more people in Haven.
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An
She's
ambassador
so
is
shiny.
as complimentary as possible.
May I ask what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
So you
Sister
can always click
Liliana,
X to skip.
been
I'm
appointed
trying not to, I usually do.
for better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she is.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular species. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Coutelier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas's politics have become agitated, hasn't it? I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
She never stops working. There's some codex entry, Children of the Maker. You can read that on your own online.
You can use them.
And drop that off. So this is Minave.
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. They never really wanted to lose the Circle. My name is Nave. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pendergast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
You said you were a mage.
No, experience. I was never very good at magic, but just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. Templars would have killed us.
Because they're assholes?
Along with the
Did I get it
Tranquil.
right? Do I get a cookie?
I'm surprised that even an apprentice mage would have joined the rebellion.
I don't like using magic to fight. I'm not good at it either. I like studying. I like performing rituals that help us unlock the secrets of the veil. I like having the Templars around to keep us safe.
Well, at least when they were doing their job properly.
You might have done well among the days. Our mages are encouraged to study safely.
Send yourself danger. Don't let my lack of vanity fool you.
Oh!
Proud member of my clan is my romantic.
Yikes.
You know what happens when you have too many people.
She...
Your pack and sent me into the woods. to find
Jesus
gold.
Christ, what is your clan doing?
Moved on.
I'm so sorry.
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold a few weeks later.
Yeah, whoever her clan was.
Managed to scare predators.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find them.
Saw me
I can't,
fall
but...
off a cliff. They were terrified and wanted to kill me. Templars saved me finally. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the circle. I'd seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
You said that you were keeping some of the Tranquils safe.
Yes, the mages took some of them when my circle rebelled. The rest were locked. Most circle mages look down on Tranquil, or try to pretend they don't exist. They don't have any emotions. They can barely take care of themselves. Can't defend themselves at all. It's a shame. I like them better than most people.
I'm glad they have someone who cares about them.
They deserve better. They're polite, they're rational, and they never get angry fast. When they study, they have a focus no normal person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated women just because they could. Tranquil never fought back.
Templars are freaking completely horrible. There are like a select few that are fine, and they're like decent people, but the entire like
If you find anything interesting,
hierarchy of it is just absolute crap.
I may be able to find
You
some.
can probably see who I'm siding with after this, but oh my god.
They're useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
Why did you decide to research dangerous creatures?
I like the outdoors. The idea of the outdoors. Some monsters coming at you. Glowing eyes and burning claws. It's terrifying. But once you know how it works, you can deal with it. It's just another part of the world.
Sound advice.
So much of this world is only to fight with people who don't understand.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
So, I already knew about what was going to happen if I asked her with an Elven special thing. You saw the little photo. I've already done that multiple times. I usually do it because I like hearing people's ideas on Dalish. So I got two things to explain before we head down to Haven again. Not to Haven, to the hinterlands. First is the history behind this place. It was not always like this. So it's a lot more developed in this game. So, but I know the layout when I first got here. So we're gonna just pop our ways down here. So this haven seems to be after the cult was, you know, swept away by the hero Ferelden. So this is Haven. In the first game, Haven was the little house of a cult that lived up here. Temple of Sacred Ashes is like behind it, over like that way, kind of up that way, sort of. So yeah, like over there somewhere. But you can, in the first game, there's a path like up through the chantry. That you go up to the chantry, you'd save Genitivi, who you actually hear about later. Ooh. These two have some interesting conversations. So they actually do bond later, but it's fun because they're always there. So we'd go up through the chantry, beat some people up, and then head to the Temple of Sacred Ashes. So there was a dragon cult here, which we can learn about through some codex stuff in a bit if we, you know, do the right quests. Y'all keep saying that, and I keep coming back. One of these days I might just not come back for a week to spite them. But the second thing is Dalish clans. They all work a little differently. So okay, so we can talk more with Solus, and you can get a little more information. So there are a few things that we can ask him about. So we're going to ask him about elves. He's mad. So we effed up there. But that's okay. We called him old man. So he hates Dalish just based on his past experiences and some stuff that we'll find out a little later. I won't spoil it right here unless you already know. So, yeah. There are times when you attempt to, like, do stuff in a conversation, like, on the gamepad, and it decides to click you out. I hate it. So we're gonna talk about ancient elves, Dalish, city elves, and magic. How he know this? How does he know this stuff? Hmm? Tuh.
Clans have been separate for so long. They have all changed, adapting to the land in which they live. Some are no more than bandits. Others break freely between clans. And some have disappeared entirely from the forest. Is elven magic different from the magic used by humans? No, and no. Magic is magic, just as water is water. It can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing champion approval, although it still thrives on blood magic. Superstition. This is more subtle. Legacy from an elf's runic history. Legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their knowledge levels? No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle use of their magic as the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells have years of past, echoes that linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic, an unending symphony, most of them magic.
So, what he talks about there, we saw in the first game, where the Dalish clan that we visit is having problems with werewolves, which is their keeper's fault. The keeper has been living for a very, very long time.
You said censure against blood magic was a superstition. Good. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even the Limpers disapprove of it. But as I've said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used. To be honest, I don't see it as different from any other magic. It's a means to an end. You will continue. The problem is that under the Chantry, blood magic is forbidden, so only criminals practice it. While
Yeah, we ain't under the
interveners
Chantry.
introduce it, instead of keeping their volatile friends in check.
He's a little annoyed.
Succeed through power, because they have never had a chance to learn another way. We'll talk later, if you like.
So, I'm going to.
I felt the presence of an intriguing artifact in the hinterland.
Oh, I haven't had this conversation before.
I would like to locate it. I have marked its location as best I can determine.
I haven't had that bit of line for a long time. So, we're gonna ask him stuff about the Fade because he loves talking about it.
There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned. I'd like to know more about the Veil. Circle mages call it the barrier between this world and the Fade. But according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade is not a place one went, but a state of nature to go into. Sounds like it would be wonderful. And dangerous. Yes. A world where imagination defines reality. For spirits, it is common to freeze or grow.
Again, how does he know this?
Spirits are strange and fearful, and the Fade is a terrifying world touched only by mages and dreamers. I am glad that I'm not alone in slithering into such a world, along with the others of the family. I'd like to know more about the bridge. There's a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world visibly. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens here, or when spirits cluster in one area where seeming neglect. Your mark allows you to exert some control over the transmission of the Fade, like a means to be created deliberately. I'd like to know more about demons. The Chantry says that demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction to Earth. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice to the spirits who control them. Demon? That is a strong word.
I find it interesting about demons that it's not human sin, it's a wish, almost.
Is there a way to coexist? To live with them? Not in peace, at least without such active confrontation. Not in the world we know today. The veil creates a barrier that makes pure magic impossible. But the question is a good one, and it matters to the sort you ask. We'll talk later.
Alright, one more conversation with Solus, and then I promise we'll get to the hinterlands.
I'd like to know more about you, Solus. You're an apostate. You risked your freedom to help the Inquisition. Why is this course of action not framed that way? I appreciate the work you're doing, Solus. I just wanted to know more about you. That's all. So much fear in the air. What would you know of me? You said you traveled through many different courses. This world, or its memories, reflect
So I know about Ostagar, and I get annoyed whenever I think about it. Hey, that's us!
I've heard the story. Would be interesting to hear what it was really like. That's just it. In a fade,
Here's the thing about Logain. I would have accepted that he thought it was like a
one moment,
tactical thing where like the wardens lit it, but they realized that it wouldn't do anything and retreated.
as the army overwhelmed,
But
their veteran commander refusing to let more souls die.
since he like
You can't tell this was real.
defamed the wardens, I have problems believing that he did this like that he was being, I guess, pragmatic is the word I'm looking for.
Have you always traveled and studied alone?
Not at all. I have built many lasting friendships. Spirits of wisdom, possessed of ancient knowledge, happy to share what they have seen. Spirits of purpose help me search. Even wisps, curious and playful, who point at treasures I might have missed.
I don't know of any spirits by their name.
They rarely seek this world. When they do, their natures do not often survive exposure to the evils they encounter. Wisdom and purpose, too easily twisted for pride and desire.
You're saying that you became friends with pride and desire demons.
They were not demons to me.
That's interesting how
That's the mind of a living.
some things aren't demons to one person but demons to another.
Exactly.
Makes you think.
And if your mind is free of corrupting influences, if you understand the nature of the spirit, they can be fast friends.
I'm impressed that you could become friends with spirits.
It wouldn't even dream of an intention. Few have tried. My friends come to me in reason, share my joy.
Yes?
Because they exist without a will, no security standard. But Chantry declares that spirits are not truly people. Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her face? Barrett by his chest hair, not his wit?
I love that one. So it's like you have a few options. I usually lean toward the fact that spirits are people, just not physical. At least as we know it.
I hadn't thought about that before. But I see your point.
I thank you. Few are willing to entertain such a notion.
What made you start studying the Fae?
The world had limited me more, and there was little to interest me anymore, especially when it was being attacked. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of how names might remain forgotten, treasured my companion. Being awake, out of the Fade, became troublesome.
Spirits tried to tempt you.
No more than brighten-colored cookies were ever tempting to me. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits, and how to interact safely with the rest. I learned how to control my faculties in full consciousness. Yet so much left to explore.
Gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was unable to find new areas in the Fade.
Why?
Two reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around me. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imagination. To find interesting areas, one must be interested.
Is this why you joined the Inquisition?
Did he just call himself boring?
These are all terrible things. If our enemies destroy the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head while dreaming of the Fade.
I wish you
The sass.
In truth, I've enjoyed experiencing more of life to find more of the Fade.
How so?
The strength in your body to deliver and withstand punishment. The muscles are an enjoyable side benefit. You have chosen a path of steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
We'll talk later.
Okay, so yes, we will now go back to the hinterlands. So we can go here, but I'm gonna quickly pop over here and do the Hunger Pains quest. Just to get that out of the way, because it's a pain in the butt sometimes. So I'm actually going to switch to Varric to hunt because I don't have long range. He's so small. So we need 10 of them. We'll go help the Inquisition scouts real quick.
Apostate!
Yeah, dead. Also dead.
The apostates have fled to the hills.
So this is like a little thing. It's not showing up, but that's okay. Oh wait, did it? Oh, it moved on here. Sometimes it just likes to move where you are. So there we go. That's 3. Oh, I hate when that happens. It's really annoying when it just turns around. So I need 6 more. 1. I love the sounds that Bianca makes. No, that's a Fennec. I don't want Fennec. I want Ram. So you might have to camp out here for a bit. Again, another fox. I don't want a fox. I want the goat. The hell? Why are they showing up all crazy? Look at that. Piece of crap, they are. Hate fighting the shield ones. So annoying. Let me switch to is that done? It's another one. So she'll give me a moment to just beat the living crap out of these people. Love that he's able to get one shot like that in. So we're gonna quickly loot the bodies that we just killed. And the rams. Ooh, there are a couple down there. Okay. Guess that should be 2. Okay. So I need 2 more rams. Just 2, that's all I'm asking. So I think there's some up there sometimes. I'm not sure. I do know what's up here though. Some Drakestone. And a supply cache. Along with some nugs. They're so cute. It's like hairless guinea pigs.
This must be one of the caches where Crew Brittle entered.
So, I will be showing you everywhere that the caches are. Maybe not in this episode, but definitely soon. So, we're gonna get all our power and head to Valroyo. We're not Did it not? Oh, it showed up at my feet. Hate it when it does that. So... 2 Fenix. I don't want Fenix, I want Rams. Oh, is there one over there? I don't know. I think we just need like one more. A fox. Yeah, we're just gonna have to run around and find a few more. Oh, some more people to kill. So I got some stuff. Navarin's skull. How would I want to use that right now? And because there's Templars everywhere, I'm gonna switch back to the villain and just, you know, take him out. Just got flung there. Just a little more foxes. I want rams. I think this is the last bit we need. Yeah! So I'm gonna travel right to the crossroads.
Maybe this will help.
Go on the counter. With this, I can fill in the empty belly. Give us focus of hope. Thank you, Captain.
Alright,
Thank you.
so now, go back to the hinterlands, and we're going to go to Valrayo. One of my least favorite places. The things I do for you all. And we're just going to get to the city. I'm not actually going to go into the city fully. Alright. Giselle's just kind of like, this is wrong there. Alright, everyone. So, that is where we're going to leave off for this episode. I know it wasn't as action-packed as the last two. Today was kind of a chill day. And next week, or whenever I get time next, I will do another episode where we head to Valroyo and finish some stuff there and get our next two companions. So, I'm Fire of Dawn, signing off.